What is up, reefers, and welcome back to another episode of Mike's Reef Tank. On this coral spotlight, we're going to focus on one of the easiest SPS coral families to keep in your home aquarium, and that family name is Pocilloporidae. Pocilloporidae corals are one of the most popular SPS corals for beginning reefers when they want to step their foot into the SPS realm. Pocilloporidae corals are also the largest contributors to reef building in our oceans. They'll come with common names like finger corals, needle corals, brush coral, cauliflower, cat's paw, and bird's nest. Alright, so let's take a look into care requirements for these corals. For lighting, it is essential to be moderate or high. Try using T5s, LEDs, even metal halides. For placement, these corals want to be in the upper to mid levels of your aquarium to make sure they get the light that they need. For flow, you want to provide strong turbulent water movement to prevent detritus buildup. And for water parameters, you want your temperature between 75 and 80 degrees Fahrenheit, salinity between 1.024 to 1.026, pH 8.1 to 8.4. For alkalinity, you want it between 7 and 10 DKH. For calcium, you want 420 to 440 parts per million, and magnesium 1260 to 1350 parts per million. Pocilloporidae can be broken down into three main coral families that we like to keep in our hobby. We got the Pocillopora or cauliflower coral, we have the Seriatopora or bird's nest, and the Stylophora, or also known as cat's paw. Alright, let's start with Pocillopora. Pocillopora can come in pinks, sometimes blue, neon greens, and what I have is a rainbow Pocillopora in my aquarium. It is very easy to keep, and the one I have is growing really quickly for me. With all these corals, you want to make sure you keep your parameters stable. All SPS like stable water parameters, and it really helps with their growth. Focus on stability over specific numbers. As you can see from this video, where they get their name cauliflower coral, they kind of look like a cauliflower or a broccoli head. These are one of the biggest contributors to coral reefs. In this picture, I have what they call a gold Pocillopora. It's got more of a pink color to it, and you can see the little highlights of gold. I also got a picture of the neon green, which is kind of cool. Little word of warning for Pocillopora is it can be known as a nuisance coral, and this is mainly because some species will populate in your aquarium by dropping polyps, or also called polyp bailout. I have not seen this with my Pocillopora. I think rainbow Pocilloporas are more likely not to do this habit. This is more for species like this neon green one that I have pictured. A great beginner coral. It's one of the first SPS I put in my aquarium, and I'm really in love with it. Next we have Seriatopora, or also known as bird's nest. These can grow out and have two different patterns. They have a more needly end pattern, or they can have a similar pattern to Pocillopora and Stylophora. They're just more of a thin branch. They come in lots of different colors. They come in pinks, greens, and even like a rainbow color pattern. I'm looking for pink for my aquarium because I got way too much green and I need to get a different color. Up pictured, I have the Birds of Paradise bird's nest coral. Now this one's really nice looking. You got different colors, yellows, oranges, blues, and greens. It's a really nice, beautiful looking coral and would be fantastic as a huge colony in your aquarium. Some quick things about bird's nests are that you want to make sure that you definitely have that random flow, and you're going to have to change your flow over time because as they weave through themselves, you can get a lot of dead spots. So always make sure to monitor that and change your flow accordingly. Lastly, we have Stylophora or cat's paw. Here's a colony of Stylophora I have in my aquarium. It's got like a bluish purple polyp to it, and the skeleton has a reddish purple hue. This is another early SPS coral I put into my aquarium, knowing that it'd be easy to take care of. If you notice, between looking at the Pocillopora that I have in my aquarium and the Stylophora is definitely a more meaty looking branching type. It looks like a fuzzy cat's paw, where the name cat's paw came from. Stylophora, normally you can find in purples and blues pretty easily, but there are some greens out there. I'll show you the pictures for those. And one of the really cool ones that I've seen in aquariums is like a blue with the growth tips at a very white color, which gives it a nice little pop to it. Definitely another great coral to start off with if you want to dip your feet into SPS. Alright, that's a quick review of Pocilloporidae and the 3 types we mainly see in this hobby. All of these are great choices and great starter corals for SPS if you're a little nervous into getting to that realm. I definitely made it a priority to have these be the first ones I get into my aquarium other than some Montiporos to make sure I can get my skills ready for harder corals like Aquapora. If you enjoyed this coral spotlight, check out my playlist. I got a couple other ones in there for zoanthids and Montipora. Don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe for more reefing goodness, and as always, happy reefing.